and doing the best thing in my life. That makes me more grateful about myself if I help somebody uh, overcoming a doubt or a emotion or any thought in the mind. So I have gone through mostly most not most of the questions. It is hard to go through all the questions even in a day. Uh, but I if I looked at a few of the hundreds of the questions, and I see that majority of the people wants to know about dhyana. Majority of the people wants to know about meditation. What kind of sadhana have you done? We will talk about it. We will take it. Let's not keep it self-centered. Let's not keep it about me. If I'm here for you. So let's take questions about you. And if later you think that the sadhana you have done, you have curiosity about it, and you think that knowing that will help you, so you can also do such kind of practices. So I will share for sure. I will be more than grateful. I have one more question to everyone, all the 114 people. Is it okay if I continue with the English, or I should uh, get back to the language in Hindi? Because I was receiving many messages that people are from different states and different countries, and they could not understand the Hindi. So if it's okay, anything is fine. Thank you, Martian on Earth. English is fine. No, then it is confusing. Okay, anything is fine. So I'll try to keep it both the ways, हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश दोनों में साथ साथ रखेंगे. ज़्यादा तो हिंदी वाले होंगे गुरुजी. ऑफ कोर्स देयर विल बी मोर पीपल, बट still it is most of the time I'm talking in Hindi only, and it is heartbreaking for the one who never listen what I'm speaking in their language. I will mix it up a little bit if there is something really helpful, then I will try to keep it in Hindi and English both. So लोगों का सवाल है कि ध्यान क्या है, और मैं पढ़ सकता हूँ कि बहुत सारे प्रश्न हैं कि ध्यान कैसे करना है, और ध्यान नहीं होता है, और ध्यान होता था, ध्यान नहीं हो पाता है, ध्यान लगता था, ध्यान नहीं लग पाता है, और ध्यान में वृद्धि कैसे करें, और फिर देर आर ऑल काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, और मेडिटेशन स्टार्ट कैसे करें. बेसिकली दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. फिर तो बाकी सब प्रश्न आ जाते हैं. कुंडलिनी जागरण क्या है, चक्र क्या है, जीवन में रहते हुए चक्र जागरण कर सकते हैं, चक्र जागरण कैसे होंगे, उनके होने से क्या होगा, और ये चक्र होते भी हैं कि नहीं होते हैं. देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स देन मीन्स वी कैन कीप टॉकिंग अबाउट इट. अध्यात्म जैसे कि एक अपना ही एक आसमान है, अपना ही एक कुआं है. आप उसमें एक बार उड़ते हैं, उसमें एक बार आप गिरते हैं, तो फिर कोई अंत नहीं है. जैसे ये सिर्फ अध्यात्म के बारे में तो नहीं है. आप जीवन की कोई भी दिशा को चुनेंगे, इफ यू वांट टू it's like develop a business, if you want to develop a relationship, whether it's in terms of love or in terms of enemy, तो इसका कोई अंत नहीं होता है. मतलब you can lead in any aspect of your life to whatever extent you can. There is no end to it. Your life doesn't gives you enough time, but you can keep ascending or you can keep descending. आप जितना चाहो उठ सकते हो जिस दिशा में जीवन की, और जितना चाहो गिर सकते हो. कोई अंत नहीं है. तो अगर आप जानवर बनने की कोशिश करो, तो आप कितना खतरनाक और कैसा जानवर बन सकते हो, उसका कोई अंत नहीं है. और अगर आप देवता बनने की बात करो, तो आप कितने करुणावान हो सकते हो, और कितना आपके अंदर प्रेम स्वभाव हो सकता है, कितना आपका संभाव हो सकता है, उसका कोई अंत नहीं है. मतलब यू कैन ऑलवेज कीप ऑन डिस्कवरिंग, देर आर नो लिमिट्स. अनंत है चेतना. तो बात है ध्यान की. तो मुझे आपसे प्रश्न करना है, और चूंकि आप मुझे उत्तर नहीं दे सकते, कमेंट सेक्शन भी बंद है, एंड वी आर नॉट 101 इन पर्सन, सो यू कैन काउंटर बैक और यू कैन रिप्लाई विद आंसर. सो इट्स ग्रेट. ये भी अच्छी बात है. आई वॉन्ट यू टू टेक द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम मी एंड ask it from yourself, and I hope that you will get an answer. You don't have to answer it to me, you don't have to answer it to anyone. Just answer it to yourself, and you will see that you will know that what meditation is. So most of the people are from India, 154 people. I just really thank you so much for everyone to showing up, to show up with a person who is not dancing naked in front of you, not doing something stupid, just sitting and talking something consciously. So thank you for showing up in a boring conversation maybe, but coming to meditation, I just want to say it. I have been saying it all the time. Even I try to ask the people who manages this social media that post something out of the things which comes out of my mouth, which brings clarity about meditation sometime. I resist everyone, I resist myself, I resist everyone around me who manages this social media, that don't post everything I speak. Because I know that there are certain level of consciousness. Not everyone can take everything. And if everything is spoken openly and nakedly, it can cause a harm instantly, and that harm can lead to benefit later. And it can benefit you instantly, but that instant benefit can lead you to a very big harm later. So thinking that becoming popular is not that necessary, proving myself a person of higher intellect or a great wisdom is not necessary. I care a lot about the one who will be listening what I will be speaking. So I try to not provoke anyone instantly, but people get, it's the behavior is like that. We have got an instinctive brain which reacts to everything instantly when it listens to something, when it sees something. So my intention is more to make you clear, more to eradicate your confusions and make you curious about yoga, and make you curious about your consciousness or the consciousness, so that later or sooner, today or day after tomorrow, or maybe after 6 months, somehow you put yourself or you find yourself into practices because you became curious enough. I see a lot of people on internet doing all kind of things to gain exposure, to gain followers, to gain viewers. They talk about things that they should not talk about, because we as the people who hold this emotion for you to become conscious, keep meeting people, and the level of suffering I see in people, because how they are misguided by the podcasters, by the people who are sitting on designations of gurus. This brings a lot of suffering to me, even when I see people suffering unnecessarily because they took something out of internet into their brain, and they did not have the consciousness to consider it stupid. They did not have consciousness to consider its importance, or it's of no value, and they took it seriously and they started doing things. So there are people, those who talk about death a lot of time on internet, because death creates fear. And fear is the easiest way to get people's attention. And I see people, those who are into marketing, those who are running their life on the basis of YouTube incomes, Instagram income, monetization, this and that. So they don't care about how or what the listener will go through. They just care about that what will poke them to stay on a live, stay on a video, stay on a post. And all they care about is a intense engagement from the viewer. They never think of that what they are making out of it as a person, apart from the money, and what the listener is taking away, what they are doing with the consciousness, with the mind or the chitta of a person, what kind of fluctuations, what kind of waves will start arising in the mind, and where it will lead to a person, whether the person will be more confused, more scared about life, or it will take away the fears. If it comes to me, I have been speaking with people from last 10 to 15 years continuously. There are people from all walks of life. There are parliamentarians, there are ministers, leaders, businessmen, great businessmen, great businessmen from different countries. Those who come and meet and talk, and they try to understand that how come they end up, how they are finding themselves in this kind of whirlpool of emotions, and how to get out of it. What are the actions they can perform which can give birth to different emotions in their life, which can keep them thriving towards the things they have been doing and they want to do. There are students, there are rich people, there are poor people, there are sick people, there are healthy people, there are athletes, there are cricketers, footballers, every basketball players, hockey players, cyclists, swimmers. Every kind of person comes to Rishikesh and they wants to, I'm grateful that they wants to meet me and they wants to spend their time, and I see their innocence, that how they end up, how they don't understand that how these emotions are rising. So I just want to tell you that I have never talked unconsciously about death to people. When it comes to consciousness, or when it comes to a person who is conscious, for them, death have never existed. Even the birth have never existed. And if you just listen about it for a while, you will get to know it that there is no birth, there is no death. And it is never happening. It is a false emotion which is inside us and which is killing us before the real transformation would take us away from here. So लोग मृत्यु के बारे में बात करते हैं और भ्रमित करते हैं लोगों को. They use false stories, false emotions, false music and false visuals, and they try to create suspense to engage you. I request everyone, boycott every person on internet, those who misguide you about the death. Until and unless you end up listening that death is never happening from a person, don't listen to them. मृत्यु के बारे में बात ही मत सुना आप किसी से, क्योंकि अगर आप उस पे ध्यान करते हैं और आपका ध्यान अगर होने लगता है, तो it's a really big problem. Coming back to meditation, as I just spoke the words, I just said it, you can never do it. You can never do meditation. If you're sitting in a posture with your eyes closed, you are trying that it happens. It's good, I appreciate you're trying to do it. That someday you see as the things are. You don't see your food as just food. You don't see a mountain just as a mountain. You don't see yourself just as a body. You don't see a river as a river. You don't see other humans as just humans. You don't see your energy just as energy. You don't experience your mental balance or imbalance just as balance or imbalance. You know what they actually are. The moment it will happen, you will see everything and you will understand that meditation was never a matter of doing. It was a matter of happening. It's a matter of grace you can receive, that whatever practices you are doing or things you are avoiding to do in your life can bring you into a state of meditativeness. मेरा कहने का अर्थ मैं आपको हिंदी में एक बार समझा देता हूं. आप कभी ध्यान कर नहीं सकते, प्रयास कर सकते हैं. आप अभ्यास करते हैं, आप पूजा करते हैं, आप योग वैदिक मार्ग से आप साधना करते हैं, आप तांत्रिक मार्ग से आप साधना करते हैं. मतलब you try to do something from this body towards your causal body, physical body to causal body, or you do something from the causal body to this physical body. आप स्थूल से कारण की तरफ या कारण से स्थूल की तरफ, वैदिक या तांत्रिक किसी भी मार्ग से कोई भी कर्म करते हैं, ये उनको ध्यान में रखते हुए कुछ कर्मों का त्याग करते हैं. तो ये सिर्फ एक महज अभ्यास है. सिटिंग नेक्स्ट टू ए रिवर, sitting in an asana, doing any kind of breathing, distributing food or blankets, sitting next to a river, on top of a mountain, hiking a mountain, swimming a river, sitting still for long, walking for long. These are just practices. Avoiding to eat, fasting, remaining on just water or fruits, avoiding all kind of food, or you are sacrificing a life, बलि देते हैं और आप वो खाते हैं, पीते हैं, whatever you do. So nothing can make you meditative unless you realize that these are processes, and it will never happen until and unless you receive the grace. आपको जब तक चेतना से, शिव से, हृदय से, आपके कृष्ण से, जीसस से, मोहम्मद से, किसी से आपको जब तक उनका आशीर्वाद नहीं मिलेगा, यू कैन नॉट बिकम मेडिटेटिव बैक अगेन. आप हमेशा से ही पहले तो ध्यानस्थ हैं. मीन्स यू आर ऑलवेज मेडिटेटिव. यू कैन नेवर लूज meditation. It's about going back into that realization, yes, that you are meditative now. Never, because when you get out of it, the suffering starts. But when your practices have its fruits, जब आपकी साधना का फल आता है, तो you realize कि ध्यान आपने किया नहीं, ध्यान हो रहा था, बस वो फिर से आपके अनुभव में आ गया. बड़ी साधारण सी बात है. It's a very simple thing. I just want to share with you a simple thing you might have all of you have gone through. अगर आप भारतीय हैं, आप विदेशी हैं, no matter if you are Indian or you are from some other land, you might remember, आपको याद होगा, आपकी माँ, आपका स्कूल में कोई शिक्षक, आपका कोई शुभ चिंतक, आपका कोई बहुत अच्छा संगी, कोई मित्र आपको ये कहता हुआ याद आ जाएगा जब आप घर में खाना खा रहे थे, खाते खाते दूध, छाछ, पानी का ग्लास गिर जाता था, तो आपकी माँ प्रेम से डांट के आपको बोलती थी, ध्यान से नहीं खा सकता है. ध्यान कहाँ है? जब खाना खा रहा है तो खाने पे ध्यान होना चाहिए, ध्यान से खाओ. फिर आप कभी कभी चलते गिर जाते थे, ठोकर लग जाती थी, आप विचारों में चले जाते थे, आप आसमान देखने लगते थे। तो आप गिरते थे तो वो बोलते थे ध्यान से चलो। स्कूल में शिक्षक बोलता था, जब आप खिड़की के बाहर खेलते बच्चों को देखते थे, बगल में बैठे प्रेमी प्रेमिका को देखते थे, जो आपको पसंद है उस उन चीज़ों में आपका ध्यान होता था। फोर्थ पीरियड, फिफ्थ पीरियड आएगा, उसमें आप चले जाते थे, थर्ड पीरियड में रहते हुए। तो उस समय शिक्षक आपको चौक मार के फेंक के और आपको आपका नाम बुला के आपको बोलता था दैट लुक अटेंटिवली एट द बोर्ड, पे मेडिटेशन टू द बोर्ड, ध्यान बोर्ड पर लगाओ, मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ उस पर लगाओ, नहीं तो असफल हो जाओगे परीक्षा में, दांत टूट जाएंगे गिर के, खाने का अपमान होगा, जीवन में खाना नहीं मिलेगा। तो आप सोचो, व्हाट आई वांट टू आस्क यू दिस, व्हाट प्रैक्टिसेस यू डिड before that moment that people were expecting you to eat meditatively when you were a kid. Teachers were expecting you to learn things, look at the boards meditatively when you were at the school. How come they started expecting from you that you do things with certain meditativeness when you were just a kid? Which sadhana you did? कौन सी काली को आपने प्रसन्न किया था? कौन सी आपने टांग हाथ पैर ऊपर किए थे? क्या आपने किया था? I am coming to something that will make a great sense to you and you will take away something very beautiful from this. I will make sure that you understand it with clarity. कुछ भी नहीं, आपने कुछ भी नहीं किया था. You did nothing by the age of 10, by the age of 8, by the age of 12, by the age of 15 that people were expecting you to stay meditative while cycling, while walking, while studying, while playing, while eating food, while anything you were doing. You did nothing, but still those people who are matured, who had a experience of life, they were expecting so high of you that you pay meditation. It simply means that you're born out of meditation. You came into this world because a certain meditation was happening consciously or unconsciously through your parents. अगर आप ध्यान को अभी खो दें तो आप मुझे सुन के एक बात को भी नहीं समझ पाएंगे. Some are understanding properly what I'm saying. Some are even understanding to whom, for whom I am saying it. But some could not understand that what the heck I'm talking about. They're becoming nuts that what this person wants to say. They're confused. They could not just simply listen and understand. They might be listening but could not understand it. It means what is lost over a period of time, what is losing, that you require a practice to be done to become meditative. I want you to know that. If you know that, you can take care of it. You can become conscious about it. If you hear it just, you can become aware and conscious about it. And those things will start happening less by you. And you will see that you will become little more meditative in your everyday life. With open eyes, you will be meditative. You don't have to close them. These eyes have got no such ability that if they're open, they can distract you from meditation. No sense have got that ability that if you start doing that thing which I'm going to talk about, that they can take you away from consciousness or from a state of meditativeness. हिंदी में मैं दोहरा देता हूँ, किसी भी इंद्री में ये सामर्थ्य नहीं है, किसी भी इंद्री में, ना आँख में, ना कान में, ना जीवा में, ना चमड़ी में, कि वो आपको आपकी चेतना से, आपकी ध्यान अवस्था से आपको दूर कर सके. जो मैं आपको अभी बताने जा रहा हूँ, आई एम नॉट मेकिंग you curious about it. I'm just trying to make इट एज इम्पॉर्टेंट एज पॉसिबल। मैं उसका महत्व आपको बताना चाह रहा हूं कि अगर आप उसे ऐसे ही सुन के जाने देंगे तो सत्य बहुत सरल होता है। आप सुन के और उसे व्यर्थ छोड़ देंगे तो मैं उसकी महत्वता आपको बता रहा हूं कि उसका महत्व कितना जरूरी है ध्यानस्थ होने के लिए। कुछ नहीं करना होता है, बस वो चीज का आपको ध्यान रखना है। मतलब यू हैव टू soak that thing into your memory that I give you my words after receiving blessings of every spiritual place in this country. आफ्टर रीचिंग टू अदर कंट्रीज, मैं अफ्रीका भी होके आया हूँ, मैं दूसरे मतलब मैं अनेकों देशों होकर आया हूँ, अनेकों लोगों से मिलकर आया हूँ, अनेकों गुरुओं से मिला हूँ, अनेकों सिद्धों से मिला हूँ। बहुत समय अपने आप को तोड़ने मरोड़ने, भूखा प्यासा चलने में बिताया है। सालों बीत गए हैं, पूरी जवानी इसमें फूंक दी है और बहुत गजब की बात हाथ लगी है। मैं चाहता हूं आप अपनी जवानी, अपने बुढ़ापे, अपने जिस भी अवस्था में आप हैं, अगर आप इसका, जवान को बहुत कम ध्यान रखना है उस बात का, क्योंकि उसके पास वो पहले से है। थोड़ा जो वृद्ध हो गया है, थोड़ा जिसका अनुभव ज्यादा हो गया है जीवन में, यहाँ उसको थोड़ा और ज्यादा लंबे समय तक ध्यान रखना होगा और ध्यान अपने आप घटित होने लगेगा। आप देखेंगे बिना कुछ करे धरे, बिना मुद्रा के, बिना आसन के, बिना भूखा रहे, खाते पीते, वो बिना खाए पिए भी, आसन करते हुए भी, सब कुछ करते हुए ध्यान घटित होगा। हर रोज एक उलझन छट जाएगी, हर रोज एक बाधा कम हो जाएगी, हर रोज life will appear as a blessing to you if you just do that one thing. And that one thing I just want to tell, this is 156 people. Do not consider energy just energy. जिस ऊर्जा को आप सिर्फ ऊर्जा समझ रहे हैं, उसे आप ऊर्जा समझना बंद कर दो। ऊर्जा मतलब जिसके कारण आप सुन पा रहे हैं, देख पा रहे हैं, चल पा रहे हैं, याद कर पा रहे हैं, आप सुंदर हैं, आप ताकतवर हैं, आप जो कुछ भी अपने आप को समझते हैं, वो सारा का सारा ऊर्जा का खेल है। इट इज द एनर्जी इनसाइड यू। और एक सिद्धांत है कि ये कभी भी कम ज्यादा नहीं होती है, चाहे आप बच्चे हैं, जवान हैं, बूढ़े हैं, बस ये अपने रूप बदलती है। इट चेंजेस इट्स फॉर्म, इट नेवर इंक्रीज, इट नेवर डिक्रीज, इट नेवर राइज, इट नेवर फॉल्स, इट जस्ट चेंज इट्स फॉर्म्स, द वे इट एक्ट्स। तो पूरा अध्यात्म इसी के बारे में है। द एंटायर स्पिरिचुअलिटी, द हिंदू फिलॉसफी इज अबाउट दिस। All the Vedas are about this. Yoga Sutras are about this. All the philosophies are about it. Everybody is just trying to talk about it. Every temple is about it. That do not consider energy just energy. If you consider it that way, you will not understand how it should be kept. Do not consider it as energy or a potential. Consider it as a देवी। इस ऊर्जा को न शक्ति समझो। Do not consider it शक्ति or energy. Consider it as a goddess. Consider it as a देवी। The moment you start considering it as a देवी, it means you must have to respect it. Because once you have considered your energy as Devi and you go disrespecting it, then guilt will start rising inside you. And that guilt will stop your mind from disrespecting it. It is for good. आप अपनी ऊर्जा को शक्ति मात्र ना समझें, ऊर्जा मात्र ना समझें, इसको एक जीती जागती एक देवी समझें, एक गॉडेस समझें। जब आप इसे देवी समझते हैं और इसका तिरस्कार करने पर जो आपके अंदर आत्मग्लानि पैदा होती है, जो आपको अपने ही प्रति हीनता पैदा होती है, वो आपको रोकेगी इसका अपमान करने से। I don't have to clear it to everyone that how we disrespect our energy. When it comes to me, I am also that. When it comes to you, you are also that. When you see an apple, when you see any food, it is that. When you see water, it is that. When you see sun, it is that. Means everything you see around you is just Devi in different forms. So avoid disrespecting your own self, your own energy, or anyone around you or anything around you. The moment you start doing it, you will see that she is gradually making or taking you to consciousness. जैसे ही आप देवी को सम्मानित करते हैं, उसका सम्मान करते हैं, अपने आप she knows, Devi knows where her husband consciousness, where Shiva lies, in which dark cave consciousness, through which door she have to take you, but she will take your very I, which you consider I am, I this, I am that, I am poor, I am rich. She will take that I to consciousness. And when the energy is respected, and when she takes you in her hand and takes you to consciousness, you can ask anything from consciousness and you can become that. The very nature of consciousness is such that whatever it sees, it becomes. Whatever it hears, it becomes. I want to end up this session without saying anything over it, so that you lose the essence, you lose the importance of it. Try to consider it not energy, but a Devi. उसका सम्मान करो। इसीलिए ये मंदिर है बंधु, और इन मंदिरों में कुछ नहीं इस संदेश के अलावा। They are just simply trying to convey this simple message through all the temples, through all the sacred places they have been building from ancient times. Don't know from how many years back they realized, the one who got conscious, they realized, and they knew that people will be disrespecting and losing consciousness and wanting to be meditative. जैसे जैसे हम बच्चे से बड़े हो रहे हैं, as gradually we are growing from an infant to an adult, we are disrespecting it and we are losing consciousness, we are losing state of meditativeness, and we are unable to become what we want to be. We hear but we don't, we see but we don't. It means we are losing the essence of consciousness, and that's why suffering has come into our experiences. दुख इसीलिए आया है। तो बस इसको अगर देवी मान सकते हो तो मान लो, बहुत जीवन आनंदित हो जाएगा। मैंने बहुत पाप किए हैं, मैंने बहुत इसका अपमान किया है और मैंने उसका बहुत पीड़ा झेला है। I don't want anyone to suffer, so trying to make little sense, trying to bring it more clearly to you. Do not disrespect it, whether you are 15, whether you are 20, 25, you're 30, or now you have grown enough old and you are figuring out what wrong has gone with myself, what wrong I have done. मेरा सभी से प्रार्थना है कि इसको जीती जागती समझें, इसको मृत ना समझें। अगर आप किसी की पत्नी का अपमान करेंगे तो पति आपका संहार कर सकता है। If you disrespect somebody's wife, if somebody disrespects your mother and your father is there, then the father can chop your head. and consider you dead. That's what Shiva is doing. That's what consciousness is doing to us. The more we disrespect the energy, the more consciousness makes us suffer. The more we respect her, more consciousness takes us into itself, absorb us into consciousness and makes us conscious, bless us to live consciously, and we achieve whatever we want, we experience whatever we want. I hope I made some sense, and I hope you, some of you or all of you, take away a little out of it. My love, my prayers, my intellect, my all karmas are for you, and I pray from my entire existence that you're able to retain it in your memory and it acts as I'm speaking, as I'm living, and may you shine like the brightest of the brightest stars, like a sun, and may you fulfill everything. May you have the satisfaction of being you.